Hello, Marcus here, and today I thought I'd give you a quick sort of vlog slash how to slash update type video. I'd say it is all of those things because today I thought I'd just sort of discuss second armies. I've sort of been with 40k for about 9 months now, and I've just collected the towel. I've done a quick head count after my complete army update, and I've sort of hit about the 3,500 point mark now, which is cool. I'm very happy with them. But starting to get to the point where I'm still really enjoying playing them, but I'm sort of out of models, and where I play there's not many apocalypse games, so it's pretty pointless to continue on buying and building more. I will still continuing to improve them. So I thought I'd describe maybe like a how to choose a second army. My opinion on the whole lot. Me personally, I started to think about it yesterday. I was down at my local gaming store, and it's been on my mind for a few weeks now. And I just needed to make a decision. I have made my decision. It will be revealed at the end. But essentially, yeah. I've decided to sort of make an idea just for those struggling. So firstly, I tried to think of what looked around, and what I've versed but enjoyed playing against as well. So there was several things I've enjoyed playing against. Eldar. I've enjoyed playing against normal Space Marines, Dark Angels. I quite enjoy versing Tyranids, Orcs. There's some armies I just haven't enjoyed versing. Things like Necrons. I didn't really enjoy how they played. Bren only got twice I played, and one guy did use a court, so there was a lot of issues with that. But I wasn't too happy with them. Grey Knights I didn't think much of, and what was the other one? There was another. I think it was Imperial Knights. No, Imperial Militaris, Imperial Guard, whatever they're called nowadays. And literally, my tail just ripped him a new one. But I think about turn 2, he conceded. I've tried to look at armies which I've played, which I've had really tight, close games with, or have just been destroyed by. So that led me on to the next option. What models do I enjoy looking at? And I went down the list again. There was a few choices. Obviously, I'm not going to say what they are because I want to keep the suspense. So I generally looked, had a flip through the Stores Codex, and I was down to about 3 armies. And then the third one was budget to a point. I sort of wanted to work out how much I wanted to spend and how many points. And then last but not least, I wanted to go with something. I was left with 2 choices. Dark Angels and Chaos Space Marines. Purely for the Dark Vengeance box set. Because I worked out that was a mass saving. I do like the bikes of Dark Angels. I really do like bikes. But at the same time, I want to go for something which is opposite to Tau. Which they both kind of are. They're both hit hard. They're not shoot reliant and running back. Combat's good. But eventually I did go with Chaos. I did buy the Dark Vengeance box set, and a friend of mine brought all the Dark Angels sprues of me, bar the bikes, which I did want to keep because again I do like bikes, and it's very easy to put Chaos. Just convert them into Chaos bikes or Chosen bikes or Fallen or something or other, just to make them look quite cool. I've built them. So we've got everything built. We're going to start to paint in the next few days. I just need to go and get some black spray paint. I am going to go for a colour scheme of Black and the Gold of the I can't remember the actual chapter of them. I think it is Black Legion. There we go. I know for the Black Legion colour scheme, purely because I like the colours. But again, it gives me that new way. I do really enjoy my hobby, and I want to expand upon it. I want a second army. As you can see from my army videos before, I did have a small detachment of Eldar. So, I mean, you might be wondering why I haven't gone straight into the MI in the Codex. But Eldar, for me, I mainly brought Eldar to ally with Tau. And then 6th and 7th, there was a big shift. Allies have been nerfed a lot in 7th edition, so I've decided against it. I mean, I do have 2 or 3 really nice Eldar models, but they just weren't, when I've even fielded them with my Tau back in 6th, I just wasn't very excited with them. It was literally jet bikes. That was the only real reason I was like, ooh, bikes. But then, you know, with the difference in models alone for Chaos over Tau, there's so many more models, there's so many more differences between those models. I mean, you've got Cultists, which look amazing, Hellbrute, and then you've got things like the Defiler and Soul Grinder and Lord of Skulls, and there's just so many more models that I want, models that I'd much rather have. So I've decided, and then also with Chaos Space Marines, it's very, very, very easy to put Chaos Demons in with that. So essentially you get 2 armies, which you can run separately or you can run them together. Even just as simply they're the only few Battle Brothers left. Obviously there was a few perks with getting the Dark Angels, Dark Vengeance box set. Obviously, I mean, I've sold, I think it was £65, which is about $90. But I mean, I worked out the total cost of all the models in that set alone was upwards of £200. So I mean, there's a massive saving on it already. I sold some of them to my friend for, I think it was £25 a pizza. So he just took all the Dark Vengeance, Dark Angels, but didn't want any of the bikes. So we come to some form of agreement on that. He owed me a little bit for painting some of his models for him, so he just agreed to it. I was happy with it. I kept the small rule book, which he already had from the Stormclaw box set, but I just wasn't interested in Guard because they're too similar to Tau, and Orcs just don't excite me. So between us, you know, he brought them off me, so it ended up costing me £45. I got 2 units of Cultists, and units of Chosen, a HQ choice, a mini rulebook as well, so it's very convenient for tournaments and for playing, and even just for reading. It's a lot lighter. Luckily they did sort of split it into 3 books, the rulebook this year, like this edition, which was a very smart idea, but the small one just works. Plus, you know, dice, new templates, new dice. They're the same as you get in the 6th edition set. The only difference is the rule books, and you get a HQ choice. Chaos Lord as well you get into the Dark Vengeance set now. But yeah, so expect to see some Chaos start on this channel. So Tau Chaos. Shame they don't ally, because if not that would be one hell of a mix. But yeah, so just need to get some spray paint. They are all assembled. There will be some pictures going up on the Facebook page probably tonight. So yeah, catch you all later, and thank you for watching.